All right. So it's been a few days, probably closer to a week actually, that I went live. So I wanted to upload this as a sort of introduction, a sort of showing of a change of pace. And so I'm just kind of going to let everyone know through this. I'm going to post this up onto, social media and all that. Um, for the time being, I don't think I'll be able to stream in any kind of capacity. So I'm going to be changing over to pre-recorded content, and that is going to come with a few changes, of course. Um, Probably more stable, though. I mean, as things were, whenever I tried to stream, sometimes things got in the way, and I tried to set up a schedule, but it didn't really always work out. Especially given interviews and things like that can be really draining. So I have now I'm gonna switch to pre-recorded. Um, I'll be able to bang out 3 or 4 videos in a day and then schedule them to go up on different times, and then those will be it'll be stable. It'll be constant. There won't be any more guessing. So that's going to be the number one big change going forward. So we're going to do that, and of course, this is being uploaded to the correct channel, and I'm going to also sort of advertise the releases when they do come out. Um, I'm still facing OBS issues, so at the very least, I'll be handling those offline now instead of online. But if there is any sort of jumps in a recording, that's what that purpose is. Like, even when trying to record this, I watched OBS crash, and I've got a game open just for background noise, because this is also my announcement that of the forms of the short form of the video content and short form content that I'm going to be putting out. I'm going to be focusing on Satisfactory and its 1.0 release. It is a game that I have followed since update 5 or so, and I've always wanted to put more time into it than I've been able to. So I'm going to try and make that my absolute, like, that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking finally, you know, nose to the stones, grind my way through it. I'm gonna restart brand new world because they said in their devlogs that they've done like a revamping of the story of it as well. So I'm gonna, I want to experience that from the absolute zero. So we're gonna see that, and I'm going to pray that even with the crashes, I'm able to provide, stable content and like make everything work out. Anyone that has been watching for a long time has probably been somewhat aware that my living situations have been sparse. They've been bad. It's I've been in and out of places. Even within the last like 3 years, I'm on my like fourth place where I've been living. Including like relatives and stuff like that. So um, I think I found the place where I'm gonna stay for a good while, and that's why I started trying to stream again. And then we've had those problems. So anyone that is here, is interested, wants to see more, I adore you. Thank you so much for just being there in the first place. Um, I'm not going to. I don't want to come off as like I'm telling you you have to, or that this is like a make or break situation. But if you have the ability to do so, I have a Patreon now, and it starts. But I've only got like one tier right now, I believe. I only set it up for one tier, $1 Canadian per month. I just want. I just need something from anyone that can. Um, I've been behind on some stuff, and it's been a big problem. It's been wearing me down pretty damn bad. So I've got that set up, and the links to that will be available. Just picked a hair out of my mouth. Yeah, I'm not gonna, as you can probably tell already, I'm going to leave my recordings very similar to streaming. I'm not going to. I hate going back, cutting things out, chopping it up, making it look prettier than it has to. This deserves to be me, and all the faults included. I don't want to sell anything less than that, because that's what content creation is. It's selling yourself, and that's what I'm here for. All this to say, I thank those who have been with me for a long time. I I loved being able to interact with you all in real time. Unfortunately, it's not in the cards right now. It does seem like in order to get something like that back up and running, I'm going to need a very substantial upgrade to my hardware. The computer I'm currently using, I've been using since the forest fire up in Fort McMurray. I got this computer shortly after that. Um, technically, while I was technically while I was out due to the fire, like during the evacuation, because I had planned to buy one, and it everything kind of went sideways, and then because of government, not government mandates, I guess, but they had pretty steep discounts on a lot of things for people who lost things in the fire. And so I was able to get this computer. Fuck, that was like 11 years ago. That doesn't sound right. That I said it out loud. It has to be that long ago, doesn't it? Jesus. No, that can't be right. I'm gonna look that up. 2016. So 8 years ago. Yeah, I overshot it a little bit, but 8 years ago. Yeah. Jesus, it was scary as hell. I still remember being in the back of a truck driven by one of my mom's friends, just like literally in the back of like a pickup truck. I was in the bed, and getting our way down to. We weren't to Edmonton, I don't think, but we were terrified. Absolutely, we were terrified. But I digress. That's a whole other story. I got this computer back then, and even then, it was a relatively old machine. Um, it's also had like water spilled on it, so I mean, I was shocked it even still worked after that. I was not babysitting, but where I was staying at the time was, and ooh, oh, jeez, I almost punched a child. Um, but yeah, so that's all that's to say. This is what you should look forward to. Starting, I guess not starting the 10th because I'll have to actually record on the 10th. So probably closer to the 13th. I'll probably try to stay on a weekend schedule, but we'll see what happens with that. I'll probably do uploads on Fridays. I was gonna say Friday, Monday, Wednesday, but it's gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting on the 13th. Very lucky. And it's gonna start with Satisfactory. Me and some friends, I've played games with them more than once, especially on stream. So, there might be recordings of things that got streamed on their channels, but from my perspective. So I'll probably try to put those out prior. If I record a bunch of stuff on Tuesday, but I also record my POV of a stream on Thursday, then I will, I'll try to, I'll post the satisfactory content. That's going to come first. But, you know, the, uh, the following Monday might be the stream stuff rather than a continuation of the satisfactory stuff. Just to, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, just try to keep things as close together as possible, uh, chronologically. So, thank you all again for the support. If you can continue to do so, thank you so much. Please don't feel obliged to do it, though. Obligated is the word I meant to say there. Don't feel obligated to do so, but the option is there if you feel that you have to. It's $1 Canadian per month. Uh, I'll be posting a proper link to my Patreon, both on the YouTube channel as well as my Twitter channel. And I'm going to be using the Patreon probably to post some updates. I'll probably I'll showcase like screenshots and stuff like that during the recordings so that, there's some manner of preview content so that it's not, you're just waiting for that video to go up. The recordings themselves, I'm probably going to try to limit to about 2 hours at a time. I'm probably going to do that by just stopping and restarting using hotkeys to kind of, not necessarily make. I don't want to have to chop like a 6-hour gaming session, so I'll probably just stop, start, keep going, and it'll be fairly seamless, but we'll see how things go. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And thank you again for this. I'm going to keep the same, like my model and everything's still going to be there. I'll be in my corner. This is also going to act as a test for the watermark, because I don't know how large or transparent it's going to be. But since I left that corner black, I'll be able to see what it looks like and kind of guess what it'll look like when I actually put my face down there, just so that I don't, superimpose my face over my face. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for listening to me ramble for almost 15 fucking minutes. Have a good one.